Hey everybody, how's it going? Gektek here. Going to be doing some basic gold farming tonight. I need to pay my WoW bills. So yeah, I thought I would try creating a new character to take advantage of my 110 level boost and see how it goes. But yes, battery, I certainly agree. Sleepless nights are not fun. Stream Elements, thank you for letting me know I'm live. I appreciate that. I have had many of the sleepless nights. That's why I ended up. It didn't necessarily help with the insomnia, but I gave up on trying to sleep at night, and I sleep during the day now. I still get insomnia during the day, which is kind of a weird thing, but nope. Come on, scroll wheel. There we go. Pigtails? Yep, pigtails. That is definitely a much improved commute. Oh man, yeah. I don't know if I've ever commuted 100 miles, but I've definitely commuted like around 70, I think, was uh my longest commute, and even that wasn't fun. So I feel you on that one. Why a blood elf? Because I don't have one yet. So I thought I'd add to my collection. How you doing, Rangholm? How are things? All right. If this name is taken, I am gonna be not happy. Name her after Mimi. Mammalian. I did pick mage, right? Pretty sure I did. Yay! Been a very, very long time since I played WoW. I have been playing it way too much lately, but I love it. I'm I think I'm the most excited I've ever been for an expansion, and the next one hasn't even, I mean, it's been announced, but the release date hasn't been announced. So I'm just trying my hardest to prep. And you can technically buy the expansion with in-game money. So I'm kind of focused on gold farming these days. Gold farming and leveling characters. I'm gonna cheat with this one. They are better. Blood elves are better. September 18th, 2011. Oh, that okay, that's been a while. I take breaks, but I've never taken a break that long. Night elves are better mailbox dancers. I'm partial to the troll, but I don't play Alliance much. I agree Night Elves have their merits, but I'm partial to the trolls. Choose your character on the right or try a new class. Million. Frost. Yep, that's what I want. It's weird that they even show these if you can't pick them, but I wanted a Frost Mage anyway. Level up! Are you sure you want to boost this character? You can't change your selection after this step. Level up. I did not realize it took that long. Okay, there we go. Alright, last time I played a mage might have been 2011. So this is going to be interesting. Oh, do I still get the story? I don't think I do. I do like the Blood Elf starting area. Oh, what a mess. Where am I?
Well met.
Oh, I have to go through all this
Diggin
garbage?
and the protection of our Azurite operation from the Alliance. The War Chief expects every hero of the Horde to be sharp and ready. We should use this time for a bit of combat training. Say the word and we'll begin.
Oh, are you going to teach me how to do my new... Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh, that's kind of cool, Battery. I didn't know you were into it that much. That's really cool. Hunter was always my main. Back in the day, Hunter was always my main, but I think Legion was when I started playing Druid, and I've kind of fell in love, so Druid has been my main as of late. Oh, I do get a little thingy thing. Okay. Yeah, I already accepted that. Nope. Auto loot. Action bars. Okay, okay. Not you too! Thank you for the host.
What can I do for you?
I am ready to begin.
Farewell.
As a Frost Mage, you excel at controlling the battlefield by freezing enemies in place as ice and hail pummel them into submission. Your mastery of ice allows you to call forth a water elemental pet, so we'll start there. Use Summon Water Elemental to summon your pet.
Does it say God farming? Oh no, okay. I can see where that would be a close mistake. I am definitely God farming. Oh, ain't he cute?
Very good. Your most fundamental and reliable attack is Frostbolt. This long-range attack will damage and slow your enemies, and has a chance to empower other attacks. Use Frostbolt on the target dummy.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we'll take a look at Ice Lance. It's similar to Frostbolt, but can be cast instantly, albeit for less damage. Ice Lance's real power lies in using it against a frozen target, which greatly increases its damage. Use Ice Lance on the frozen target dummy. There is one more way that Ice Lance can be used to maximize its power.
I like that they do
Frostbolt
this little tutorial thing. That's cool.
The Fingers of Frost effect, which gives a huge boost to Ice Lance damage. Let's test it out. Use Frostbolt on the target dummy until it triggers Fingers of Frost. Then use Ice Lance.
Oh.
Perfect. Flurry is another spell in your arsenal. While it can be cast on its own, Flurry is best used in tandem with another ability. Casting Frostbolt can trigger an effect called Brain Freeze. While Brain Freeze is active, Flurry can be cast instantly and does significantly more damage. Cast Frostbolt until you gain Brain Freeze, then cast Flurry. You're learning fast.
Interesting.
Now that you have all your primary attack abilities, we will see how they work together.
That's all I get?
Practice using your attacks on this target dummy. Now you have the hang of it. The battlefield can be a dangerous place, so moving about is crucial to your survival. But using your legs is so mundane. Fortunately, you have a spell that befits a master of the magical arts. Blink allows you to teleport a short distance to avoid danger or close in on an enemy. Practice using Blink. What if you could freeze foes in their tracks, preventing them from even reaching you? Frost Nova freezes nearby enemies in place, allowing you to move away and destroy them safely. For now, let's just practice freezing them in place. Freeze my warrior using Frost Nova. Remember that Ice Lance does extra damage to frozen targets, so using Frost Nova and Ice Lance together is a powerful tactic. Great! You are master of dealing damage to many enemies at once. You can pelt a target location with shards of ice by using a potent spell called Blizzard. Great name, don't you think? Use Blizzard to
I see what you
dispatch
did
this
there.
group of enemies. Excellent work. Target practice is over, hero. It's time to prove your mettle. Combine all the lessons you've learned and use them to defeat my men in combat. Show me the raw power and superiority you wield.
I yield to your superior skills.
Good work. Now demonstrate your skill against two foes at the same time.
Easy enough, I guess.
Impressive. Next we'll see. Hold on. Is that... Get ready to fight! The Alliance is attacking!
Oh, of course it is. I'm gonna die in the tutorial. Wrong button. Yep, I'm dead. That is hilarious. I can't use the spell because I'm dead. Oh, there we go. I think I got a little overexcited there.
Well done, hero. You are now prepared to do battle. When you feel ready,
Oh, I'm not. I died.
Explore your spell book and the talent tree for additional abilities you can learn. For the Horde!
Alright, do you port me somewhere, or
Glory.
how does this work? Take the Wind Rider on the back of the airship. Oh, there it is.
Champions, the hour is at hand. The Alliance shall fall upon our blades as they desperately grasp at our prized Lordaeron keep. Report to High Overlord Sarfang. Teach them the price of their folly. For the Horde!
I'm guessing I can't skip the battle for Lordaeron. This is a fun PvP map where we're at right now. I've only done it once or twice, but it's a lot of fun. Yep, can't skip it. Well, I guess gold farming is coming up after we finish this thing. Ah, well. I don't think it lasts too long.
Soldiers of the Horde, the time has come. Our enemies strike against the Undercity and seek to claim Lordaeron for their own. The Undercity is no longer safe for civilians. The war rages above, and dozens of spies have infiltrated our walls. We have herded the cowards to the Mage District and have secured the rest of the city.
Yeah, I'm always
Your
curious
mission
how that
is
worked.
to flush these worms out of hiding, eliminate them, and ensure that our citizens are evacuated safely to Orgrimmar.
Okay, wait, what? What am I? What? Sure don't use much mana. Get retcon in their eyes. And it's what's even funnier is the fact that the path that you would take on like the airships of old would on the map literally go right over where the islands were at. So it's like so the Amazon peeps are walking out, and at least one fact, yeah, New Jersey, I think. And good for them. I'm glad they're doing it too, because the news I've heard about how Amazon is treating the situation is hot garbage. Hot garbage. So, yeah. If I was still working there, I would walk out as well. Most definitely. Server Talon, how are you?
More spies! We have them cornered!
We've been compromised!
I got the intel. We just gotta make it out of here with it.
Plan B it is then.
Druids of the Claw! Attack!
I still use Amazon. I don't necessarily have that much against the company, but I can easily see how others would not use them. A lot of the stuff I buy, unfortunately, these days, they're very nearly the only place that I can get it from, so. Yeah, I'm right there with you, not you two. I have allergy medicine that I've been waiting on. Luckily, I found a small bottle at Walmart finally, but I'm kind of screwed without my allergy medicine. And right now, because most of the stores are out, they're the only place I can get it. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, Silver Talon, definitely. Yeah, I don't blame you at all. Not in the slightest. I guess the other option is for Amazon to suspend deliveries, and when people can't get toilet paper and groceries anymore, they'll blame Amazon. Yeah.
Open the gates!
They sprang from the shadows. They're everywhere.
It's a definite sort of catch-22, whatever that saying is called, situation. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, kind of thing with them. Yeah, like right now though, Silver Talon, I can't shop local because all the places are very nearly literally out of everything. So I have little choice, unfortunately.
Open a portal to the keep, and we will report to the war chief.
I agree, Battery. Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
war chief.
Then it's time to finish this once and for all. Sarfang, rally your troops. I will prepare the Azerite machine.
Champions, your war chief commands you. It is time to take arms against the Alliance. Their numbers are strong, but we are stronger. We are the Horde. We crush
Yeah, where I'm at in Texas, especially,
Oh God!
people have a very uh, post-apocalyptic mentality about things. Anytime, yeah, like right now, it's it's a pretty big crisis going on, but in general, it would not take even this much of an event for people here to freak out and just buy everything, just clear the shelves. It's kind of ridiculous. I bet, Battery, I bet. We are definitely a privileged nation in a lot of regards. That's funny you say that, Silver Talon. I am currently growing my own lettuce, but that was in response to there's been a lot of oh, what the heck is the ick that the lettuce has had lately? Salmonella. There's been a lot of lettuce recall in our area because of salmonella. So I decided to start growing my own. And then with everything going on, I was like, well, screw it. I'm already set up for growing stuff. I'm gonna do tomatoes also. So I'm right there with you. I'd do that anyway if we had more space. Civilization is no more than 2 meals away from anarchy.
It's over, Sylvanus! The walls of Lordaeron will soon come crashing down around you!
You have no idea what you're up against, Sword King.
Oh, in California we had a system set up like that, Silver Talon. It was great.
I've never seen anything like it.
We did it when I was a little kid, and yeah, that was really neat. And now, like, being so young, I didn't really understand. I was like, this is all free? And it's like, no, it's not free, you know, but you trade for it, you barter, and it was a neat setup. Battery, I'm actually growing everything indoors. I am doing hydroponics grow. So I have thought about doing marigolds in the hydro setup, but I have very limited space, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to or not. Ah, right on, Silver Talon. I miss having a strawberry plant. We had one when I was a kid. Oh god, they were so good. I had a blueberry plant outside, but my dad killed it. He decided to trim the plant, and it wasn't even a bush yet. It was still just kind of a twig sticking up out of the ground, and he decided to trim it for some reason, and it killed it. There wasn't a lot I could do.
Archers, knock your arrows!
Yeah. Yep, I thought about that, not you two. I thought about that. I'm curious how it'll work. Luckily, well, tomato plants are close, but they still don't put off quite as much heat as fun plants do. So I should be okay. It's just oregano. I'm so not paying attention. I'm just pew-pewing stuff. It's really loud, though. No, I want 20. 20! 20! 20. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, rev those engines! Attack!
Yeah, since I started the lettuce a while ago, I'm about ready to harvest my first head, and it turned out really good. I learned I had my lights a little too close. I'm on fire. I had my lights a little too close, so the head of lettuce looks a little weird. But I've fixed that, so from now on it should turn out a lot better. I did not know that. I did not realize it was poisonous. I have no experience with that one myself. Woohoo!
Prepare the blight. Let it rain down upon their armies.
There must be another way, War Chief.
This is no time for sentiment, High Overlord. War demands that we take a more...
Oh, I also have basil, dill, and parsley. I got one of those, a tiny arrow garden kit for Christmas. So I had that going in there.
It's killing her own troops.
Destroy them!
I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I've never done rhubarb, so
Gas masks! Get your gas masks here! And if you're feeling sassy, you can grab one of these backpacks and get to work!
who do I what?
Soldiers of the Horde, your brothers and sisters lie wounded on the battlefield. There is no honor in this victory if we abandon our own.
Slay them all, champions! Mark my words. King Anduin and his army did not come here for their amusement. They mean to destroy us. Show them no mercy, for they would show you none.
Get
in
back here,
return.
weenie.
Maintain your honor, heroes. Look Marash.
I watch. I listen.
You know, I don't even know if I've had rhubarb, actually. Oh, they died. What am I supposed to be doing? Use blight. Okay, use blight. This part of Battle for Azeroth was so messed up. We're literally killing our own troops. Literally.
The blight has
Hey,
broken
hey,
our ranks.
hey, game, come on.
Assault has been for nothing.
Why are you freezing? Game, there we go.
What now?
Where's my mouse?
Jaina.
Excuse me. I had bought my mom a hibiscus plant last year for Mother's Day, and it hasn't been doing too great, but I'm hoping it'll start to do better, because I've always wanted to make hibiscus tea. Maybe the game is cold. Yeah.
We end this now.
Jaina was too powerful.
Everyone, move! Cut them off with the reserves. Do not let them pass. Sarfang, where did you go?
Leave it to me, Dark Lady. I will lead the reserves in the assault. The Alliance will go no further. I swear it.
Meet with Lorthamar. Quickly. Do not
Everybody hates
fail me,
Sylvanas because of all the
Matthias.
stuff that she's done.
I obey, my queen.
I don't, because I think she's like possessed or under some exterior influence. The guy I don't like though is this guy, Nathaniel, whatever his name is. He can
Gather the catapults and
take a
every other
long
you
walk
can
off
find.
a short
Send them to the
pier,
keep at
dock,
once.
whatever the saying
Yes,
is.
Nightcaller.
I don't like him at
Where is
all.
Sourfang?
There is no time. We have but precious moments before we lose our terrain advantage. The choke point we create will
Move the
funnel
heat
them
lamp
to the
closer.
side of the keep and thin their ranks. With us out in the open, we will outnumber them 10 to 1.
Understood. I will meet you as soon as I can.
No, Lorthamar and I will handle the interlopers. I can't risk leaving the war chief unguarded. You are not to leave her side.
How long are you expecting to hold them off? What is the war chief's strategy?
It is better if she tells
Where's my
you
elephant?
herself. Now go! Champions, with me!
Yeah.
We rally in the keep. Your war chief commands it. Lorthamar, command our rangers from the flank. Position them on the rooftops.
With pleasure, Blightcaller.
Blight throwers, you are our front line. You will create a swath of blight between us and the enemy. Soldiers, fall into position. The Alliance approaches. It is you who is outnumbered now.
That army is enormous. Give the word and I will teleport us to safety.
If we turn tail now, we just become prey. No. We will fight. And die if we must. For what we believe in.
Your time is up, King Anduin. Victory for the Forsaken!
Alliance, hold your ground!
Let us even the odds, King Ray.
Illyria, thank the light you've made it.
Blah, 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 blah,
Megator,
blah.
are you ready for battle?
Indubitably! I brought some extra machines for backup. Feel free to give them a spin.
Jaina, Gen, Help me with Blightcaller and Lorthamar. Illyria, take the rest of our troops and focus on routing the enemy army.
As you wish. Champions, with me!
My machines are at your command!
Look who joins the fray. Good. I was hoping you'd keep
I don't know if I'm doing any damage to that guy.
I assure you, Blightcaller, the pleasure is all mine.
Get your butt out of my face!
Traitors must be dealt with. Their assault will soon falter. Remain steadfast.
Oh, that was okay.
Bane, pull them back.
Retreat!
No! They must not escape!
Everyone, follow Nathanos to the courtyard. I will block the Alliance from behind. Keep moving!
Come on, Bane, hurry up! Hey, rude.
We're almost there. Make haste, heroes. So good of you to finally show up, High Overlord.
I had to see it for myself. Was this your plan all along? Is this how you meant to achieve victory? This honorless travesty?
Honor means nothing to a corpse, Sarfang. You have the luxury of underestimating death. But it is something with which I am intimately familiar. Maybe you don't care if your people die so long as it's honorable, but to me, this horde is worth saving. Anyone who disagrees does not deserve to stand among us. So die your warrior's death, High Overlord Sarfang. It means little to me. Perhaps I will raise your broken body to serve me once more. Or perhaps you will have a chance to say hello to your son. Champions, with me, you are invited to bear witness to the grand finale.
Here we go. Think we're almost done. I've only ever done this once before, and it's already a lot shorter than it used to be. But
You abandoned Sauerfang to die out there!
It is the death he wanted. If that troubles you, you're free to join him. Or you can tend to the living. The choice is yours.
For the Horde.
poor Bane, he's such a good guy.
You know what must be done. Go, my champion. look at you. The boy's playing soldier.
Our king just routed your army.
Muzzle your dog, Your Majesty.
Sylvanas Windrunner, you have led the Horde to a place without honor. Lordaeron is ours. It's over.
Your father would be so proud. Is that his? You've gotten it all bloody.
Only one of us wanted this war.
You call for peace when it suits you, little lion. But you're quick enough to kill.
I should have killed you when last we met.
How rude, sister. You're a guest in my home.
Your home? You desecrate that throne with your filth!
Enough! You put the torch to Teldrassil. But I failed those who burned. I will not make that mistake again. Surrender. Or die.
You've won nothing.
So good. So bad, but so good. This expansion started out really intense and like, oh yeah, those poor people, like she was killing her own troops and it was definitely not a pleasant thing, but it was very intense and like, oh my god, this is really happening, blah blah blah. And then the end of the expansion is just kind of, okay, well, we did a thing. But nothing really got resolved because Sylvanas just sort of left with no consequences, nothing really happened. So it just left everybody hanging, which, you know, plot whatever wise, it gets people wanting to play the next expansion. I kind of get that, but this expansion upset quite a few people in numerous ways. Yeah, there's that too. So the guy that she was talking to is essentially the king of the good guys, and she is the leader of the bad guys. And this was the big confrontation that starts the battle for Azeroth and blah blah blah. But the part that we didn't see, because it was technically at the end of the last expansion, she went to the place where the Night Elves live, which are a good race, and they live in a big giant tree, and she set the thing on fire. And that is what started the war. And then this was sort of the good guys retaliating, and nobody really won here per se. So it was just there. It was a whole lot of nastiness, but like I said, it was all very tense and crazy, and holy crap, this is really happening, and blah blah blah. And yeah.
Make it quick. Champion, Azeroth cries out for your aid. Come to Silithus. There's something you need to see.
Alright, so that's the start of... That was the intro to level 110. And that was all the, like, the starting quest stuff. But... I've already done everything else on another character, so I'm not really doing it all again. Now I can get to the gold farming that I started out tonight to actually do. Yeah, not you too. It seems like that's kind of the norm these days with games, is to not really give any sort of meaningful ending, but rather give you that, you know, it's they're kind of going the route of TV, where the end of a season is really supposed to... Do I have anything that goes to 120? No. It's more to give you that little hook to get you to want to, like you said, buy the next one. So it's I see what they're doing, but at the same time, I miss things having an end so you can feel accomplished and whatever. Exactly, Silver Talon. It was very definitely a nobody wins kind of situation. How can we sell you DLC if there's an ending? Exactly. Exactly. Turning players into payers. Yeah. And I mean, they got me hooked. Like I said when I started the stream tonight, I'm super excited for the next expansion to come out and everything. But I'm doing all this gold farming because I can pay for the expansion with in-game money. So so what I'm gonna do. Season pass stuff, yeah. My brother, because he plays so much Rocket League, he's actually the last couple seasons paid for the season pass. And in his case, it kind of makes sense because he does play it so much. He plays like at least, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours a day, every day, kind of religiously. So for him, it sort of makes sense, but... And these days, the biggest thing that's different today than from the games of yesterday is most games today require some sort of server because everything is online. And that has to be maintained, and there's costs involved and stuff. So, to a certain extent, the season passes and the DLC and stuff like that is justified in that those servers need to be paid for. But on the other hand, it sucks. there's nothing really whatever. Oh, from EA, I could definitely see that. I actually used to be an EA ambassador person thing back a few years ago, and being involved with that, I got to learn a little bit more about how EA runs internally, and I don't do it anymore just because of how they run things. Yeah, I do. I agree with that, not you too. Like a lot of TV shows, the good ones, in my opinion, they'll end a story while introducing side plots throughout a season that culminate in some big thing that then leads to the next season. So you still get that sense of finality with whatever the season had so far, but then you're still definitely hooked for whatever is next. Yeah, I was always just very casual with Rocket League, so I could care less one way or the other about season pass stuff. It doesn't affect me because I don't care if I collect anything. I just, when I do play, I go in and I play to have fun, and that's it. I don't care what my car looks like. And, granted, I have the DeLorean, but that was actually gifted to me because a good friend of the channel knows I'm a huge Back to the Future fan, and he insisted that I have the DeLorean, which was awesome. But as far as anything else, I could really care less. So yeah, when stuff is locked behind a paywall or the game has any hint of pay to win, I am immediately turned off. That's one thing that WoW has been pretty good about over the years is uh okay, quick FYI, I don't know if I can do this raid at the level I'm at. So this could either go well and I'll earn some money, or it will end quickly. So just FYI on that. But WoW has always been really good about not... Characters cannot access legendary, please. Recently boosted. Please try again tomorrow. Okay, that was a quicker ending than I thought it would be. Lame! So lame. Alright. Oops, where does this go? Okay, that's fine. They've never really had anything that's pay to win. Most everything that you can buy in this game is just cosmetic, much like Overwatch and stuff, so. In Rocket League, that's true. My brother actually just found that out by accident. There was a thing that it was, do this by this date to get this, and he missed it, and then just so happened to do it a couple weeks later, and he got credit for it. So in Rocket League's defense, um, that's kind of cool that that's a thing. And do I have to do dungeons? I don't want to do dungeons. I want a gold farm. Okay. So apparently I can't gold farm on this character because I just boosted it to the 110, so I have to wait until tomorrow. So we'll do it on this character instead. But I haven't branched out to other games much lately. So from what I hear, there's a lot of games that are like that out there, where yeah, once you miss it, you miss it, which really sucks. World of Warships. That's the one with the like battle carriers and stuff, right? I tried playing World of Tanks, which I think is by the same company, and I could not get into it. Because it just, on the surface, it seemed very, very play to win, or pay to win. I never played enough to know if it actually was. Come back anytime. But that was just sort of the feeling that I got right away. Okay. Yeah, if there was a World of Warships that was like pirate ships and stuff, I might check it out. I've never really heard anything terribly good about World of Tanks or World of Warships, so. Oh, yeah. trying to think. There was some other game that I wanted to get into because it seemed really fun, but then it was very clearly pay to win. That's one of the reasons why I left Rift, was they changed a lot of their policies and it basically became pay to win. I was like, nope, not for me. Coworker just tried mixing folic acid with bleach. Oh! Yeah! Not you two, that would have been bad. Holy. Today, do you guys have those? Okay, so I'm starting an art project and I got some chemicals and it's one of those things where you mix part A and part B and blah 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 and it does stuff. And it comes with a full like 10-page safety data sheet thing. And the whole sheet is just does not apply, 100% safe, not affected, blah blah blah. But they still had to include the 10 pages of stuff to say that it was perfectly safe. I remember I worked at a 1-hour photo developing lab, and they did not actually have safety data sheets readily available. They ended up being somewhere, but it was in like it was a 1-hour photo in Target, and the safety data sheets were in a back storage closet in the back of Target, not where the 1-hour photo was. And so I didn't know until learning experience. I was pouring one of the chemicals into the thing to refill it, and it turns out that you're not supposed to inhale the fumes, and I was right, because I didn't know. I was right over the bucket breathing in, and I roasted my lungs. Oh man, that was a very unpleasant experience. Not nearly as bad as killing an entire office, but Wargaming advertised Puerto Rico as a free Tier X ship. Community could earn the requirements that the testers were shown, ramped up by over a factor of 10. You have to play roughly 16 hours a day for 6 weeks and still only get lucky. Wow, no. That's a fail. Well, Not You Too is not in the United States, so I was curious how they dealt with stuff where he's at. Yeah, no, I know here in North America, like you're technically supposed to have a binder readily available that has all the chemicals listed that you have on site, and often chemicals that you don't have on site but that are still used by the company are also kept in there. They're like corporate data sheets, but I wasn't sure if where he's at is regulated the same way. Christmas gift to the community. Give us money. Wow. The community wanted to regift. There's some of that, but not as much as we had in America. That's scary. Oh, I'm on Mythic. Normal, please. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when I worked at the 1-hour photo place, it was 1999, I think. and either they were just doing it wrong or things were regulated differently then. But yeah, when I got hired, nobody told me nothing about safety data sheets or that I wasn't supposed to inhale fumes or nothing. It sucked. I post a link to the ship game I was thinking. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely go for it. I do not have links blocked. So as long as they're relevant, post away. Atlas, that sounds familiar. Don't remember. Oh, yeah. Atlas was the one that was, it's still in early access, really? That was the one that was sort of kind of like Conan Exiles, but more ship related. Ark, I mean, not Conan Exiles. Yeah, yep. It looked really cool, and then I watched people play it, and I was like, that's kind of hot garbage. Has it gotten any better? Because when I watched it on Twitch, it was when it first came out. Yeah, I remember settlement theft was a big thing, among other nastiness. Oh, wrong button. This guy never comes out. This bug has been in the game for 2 expansions now, and they never fixed it. He doesn't come out of the train, and he is not necessarily line of sight. I'm hammering the button, and eventually it just works. It's the dumbest thing. And you can't progress the fight unless you kill both of them. So stupid. There we go. That what, like, I think actually being able to steal settlements was actually a feature, not necessarily a bug. Like that, it's sort of in the spirit of like Sea of Thieves, in that it's meant to be like a pirate game. Like you can, the issue that people had, if I remember correctly, was that there's no way to safeguard your base if everybody on your team is offline. And that was the issue that everybody had. Because there's no way you're going to have 24-hour rotating guard service in an online game. There's just no way. Yeah, literally like 1 pixel, and it's not consistent. I can't in any way stand in the same spot every time and kill him. You just have to kind of get lucky. How people were doing it was not a feature. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I remember that happening. It's kind of a neat idea to have to do that in an online game. Like, set up guard rotations. But at the same time, people aren't gonna... I'm sure there's some people that would do it, but for the most part, no.
What? The trains are behind schedule? I think I see the problem. Let's see how well you trained our soldiers, Garam. You insufferable! What brutality! What bloodshed! Beautiful. Sorka, this isn't a game! Get down there! Don't worry, I'm coming. This looks fun. Sisters, to battle!
People were camping out in spots and you had a 1% chance of getting...
The Iron Maidens have fallen. They were my
No one can destroy it.
and bring me their heads.
It was definitely kind of creative, the stuff that people were doing, but at the same time, it was sort of a... Really? It did look like a really cool game, though. Minus the crappy mechanics. It did actually look like it was quite a bit of fun if it was more of a normal game. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody playing it in a long time, so I don't know if they actually quote-unquote fixed any of that.
Go unjam it then.
I think these guys are my favorite.
I unjammed it last time.
Hans and Franz.
You wanna tell Blackhand we got a stamper that ain't stamping?
Nice Saturday Night Live tribute.
An unjammed that stamper. Yes, dispatch. We'll have some impurities. Hear me now, and believe me later.
I don't know if I've ever one-shot them before.
Not like this.
Cause that's how Hans and Franz from Saturday Night Live talked. It's an old skit from, I want to say, like early to mid 90s. Yeah, yep. I can't remember the actors' names that played the parts. I want to say it was the same guy that did... One of them was the same guy that did Church Lady.
My flame burns too bright.
I didn't watch a whole lot of Saturday Night Live back then, though, so... Dana Carvey? Is that one of them? Babysitting Prime Days, only chance to ever watch SNL. Babysitting since it was too late. Weren't allowed to watch that show. Nice. Silver Talon was getting away with stuff.
Was irreplaceable. Where are the attackers now? I want them dead. Dead!
Yeah, I was never a huge Saturday Night Live fan, but it was definitely better in my opinion in the like mid 90s. I gotta go through these slow because apparently there's some mounts and pets that you can get. I don't want to accidentally sell any of those. Oh yeah, some were hot garbage, definitely. Definitely. Arcane crystal and coarse leather. Oh, okay. I'll have to give that a shot. I haven't really done much of the gathering type things for gold farming. So I'll have to look into that. I appreciate it. I get for the I do this raid 3 times, once on normal, once on heroic, and once on mythic. And then there's 4 Pandaland raids that I do on the looking for group difficulty. And whoop, that was the wrong button. And doing all of those takes me about an hour and a half, and I get about 10,000 gold. And since everything is basically one shot, it's pretty simple and brainless. Sold over 50,000 gold the last 5 days. So where are there particular zones that you go to for those things? SNL fandom has always been interesting to me, though. Older ones are always the best, and the current is always the worst. 10 years, the current worst will be looked back on as the best. Yeah, I can see that. It's a very generational thing. Very much so. So let me actually write that down in my little notebook. What page was I on? Oh, I'll just start a new one. So, Arcane Crystal. Arcane Crystal. And coarse leather. I will do a little research Tomorrow, probably. For the arcane crystal, it's mining in Ongoro. Okay. Coarse leather, I have found that Wallhaven and Drustvar. Okay, cool. I will write that down as well. Ongoro. What is it? Fallhaven? Now, the coarse leather, is that skinning or is that just found off of mobs? 'Cause I actually don't have anybody with skinning. It is skinning? Okay. So I'll have to get skinning on somebody for that one. Bad little beastie. About how long you said you were selling 50,000 in the last 5 days? How much how long does it take to collect enough stuff to sell that much? Out of curiosity. Cuz like I said, I get with doing effectively 7 raids in about an hour and a half, I get 10,000 gold. The only issue is, of course, I can only do it once a week. And then I do dungeons the rest of the time.
Protect the furnace at all costs!
One to 2 hours, got around 20.
Keep those scum from sabotaging the furnace!
Yeah, and plus I don't know how much they sell for right now, so I definitely do a little research, check it out, because I'm always down for making a little more money a little faster. I wouldn't mind trying for the Brutosaur mount, but right now all I'm really focused on is getting enough to pay. Nope, don't repair, don't repair. Pay my WoW subscription and get the expansion. That's all I really care about right now. Leather I farmed. A whole 36 slot bag full. That took you a few days, but to be fair, I haven't been feeling good, so total time.
We have it under control.
Okay. Understandable for sure.
It is free. Warlord, we have failed.
A small victory, but now you will perish. Fire that burns at the heart of Blackrock. Extinguish. Where are my guards? Shut these intruders down!
Yeah, that's another part of why I so far have just done dungeons and raids, because I can finish a quote unquote session, and with the dungeons it's like 40 minutes at the most, like if I'm going really slow. With the raids I can do all 7 in a half hour or hour and a half, and then I can move on to actual in-game stuff. So I don't usually gold farm for too long, because I do still want to accomplish some things in game. I wouldn't mind like doing some more mythic dungeons and stuff like that, but definitely worth a look. Like even if it just helps supplement what I'm already doing with an hour or two here and there, that would be great. That would be perfect. Oh, big stretch. Do the arcane crystal one? Yeah. I have mining on this character and a couple others, so that's probably my best bet.
I will hang your broken bodies from everyone down! The War Chief's weapon! Without us, he...
I miss Ungoro too. That used to be one of my favorite zones. I loved it. They changed it since then, but I don't know how fun it is anymore. But used to be a lot of fun. Ungoro and Feralis. I think those were probably my favorite. Heroic time. So the arcane crystals in Ungoro, is that the ones that are all the different colors? Or am I thinking something else? Like the blue, the green, the purple, the red, whatever. That's something else. Okay. Oh, balls.
Come! Your meat and bones will feed my animals! Let the others
thorium. Okay, I gotcha. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I will definitely give it a look. And that's how I've discovered most of my gold farming stuff, is just having people come in and tell me, "Hey, you should do this instead." Cause like I wasn't doing the Panda Land raids, but turns out those are pretty good, so I've started doing those every week.
Express coming through. Send her on down the line.
Come on. Oh, that way.
Incoming on 2. Track 3 inbound.
Oh, this is so annoying.
Track 3. Faster, but the stack of her.
There we go.
Incoming on 2.
Oh, that was quick. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Send her on down the line. Track 3. Send her on down the line. Faster, but the stack of her.
Did he drop anything? Nope.
Express coming through. Blackhand wants to see these shipments in Talador. Now! Blackhand won't tolerate any more delays. Wasn't on the schedule.
Do 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 do.
Patience, sisters! The sooner we finish our work, the sooner we crush our enemies. Sorka, ensure the peons are keeping pace.
My pleasure.
Marak, load the ammunition into the main cannon.
Right.
What? The trains are behind schedule?
I think I see the problem. Let's see how well you've trained our soldiers, Gowron.
You insufferable!
Ah, what brutality! What bloodshed! Beautiful.
Sorka, this isn't a game! Get down there!
Don't worry, I'm coming. This looks fun. I'm going to enjoy this.
Look hard, oh God! No greater lesson than battle to death!
The Iron Maidens have fallen. They were my favorite. Find these invaders and bring me their heads.
I never did get to do this raid at regular level, but it seems like it was probably pretty fun.
Hey, Franz! Franzog! We jam it then. I ain't done jamming it. I jammed it last time. You wanna tell Blackhand we got a stamper that ain't stamping?
That ain't stamping.
Hey, you, get in there and unjam that stamper. Yes, dispatch. We'll have some impurities. Your bones will be crushed to dust. I'm going to take it here now. And believe me, later. No, not like this.
It's weird that this raid, compared to others in the past, the trash stuff doesn't really drop any loot. I always thought that was a little weird.
My work. You ignore. You are an embarrassment to your my blade. Burned too bright.
Oh, wrong button. Wrong buttino.
That beast was irreplaceable! Where are the attackers now? I want them dead! Dead!
Talk to me!
Talk to me. He needs some milk. Some people have some interesting guild names. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was from a thing anyway. Ha! How funny! I could easily see it getting annoying though, yes. Definitely. It's pretty easy to annoy me with stuff like that lately. Pretty much just repeat any sound bite, and I'm like, okay. We got you the first 7 times. Alright, do I get past them? Nope. And they didn't even drop any loot. So rude. None of my mouse buttons are working. Need a new mouse so bad. I have a very generic mouse that I got as part of a kit kind of thing. And the scroll wheel has finally given up. It got lopsided somehow. So it scrolls fine until it gets to the part that's like off the track. And then it gets stuck. And it's just really annoying. Not to mention, for some reason, it's been eating clicks more and more frequently. So I'll click on something and I know I clicked on it, but it doesn't actually register. First world problems. I just don't have $80 freaking to put into a mouse. Cannot believe how expensive mice are. It's just hungry and wants some clicks. Right? If I remember right, on heroic, I have to go to the other side now. I don't remember. I've done this a million billion times and I can't remember the routine. One more hit. My right click only registers when it feels like it. Mine, the right click seems okay. It's the left click that's completely wonky.
The machinery is damaged. Keep those guys from sabotaging the furnace. We'll lick the flesh from your bones.
Couple more hits.
The furnace is overheating. Fools! If the fury breaks free, our work will be ruined.
Yeah, only clicks when it is in the mood.
The fury has broken free.
It's so annoying. The thing I've noticed it the most. This ability, Starfall. I don't have to do it this way, but the easiest way for me to do it is to click, and then you drag out to place where it's gonna hit. And a lot of times I'll click, but it doesn't register. So I'm bringing the mouse out, expecting to place it somewhere, and there's nothing there for me to place. I'm like, oh, that's annoying.
It is free. Warlord, we have failed.
And I've noticed it in other games, so it's not like it's just World of Warcraft either. It's definitely the mouse. Definitely, definitely. This boss on Mythic difficulty, which is what I'll be doing next, so annoying because it takes 3 times as many hits on the furnace to get the doors to shut. So you're just sitting there waiting for the little engineer guys to spawn. I'm definitely not lazy. I'm more than okay with going somewhere if I have to pick up a new mouse. It's just that if I am gonna replace my mouse, I really want to get one of those MMO mice with all the extra buttons on the side. And the cheapest halfway decent one that I've found is like $80. And I can't justify $80 for a mouse. My wireless headset cost $80. Granted, I got it as a Christmas present, but I know how much it cost. And I can't pay the same amount for a mouse as I did for a wireless headset as cost. Whatever, money. Words. I just don't have time. There's always Amazon. You can just order it and have a coronavirus infested delivery driver put it on your door after he wiped his nose. Oh, Silver Talon. No, I don't know if that really happened. I was just saying stuff to make the situation sound that much worse. Makes you wonder though. You don't know what those delivery drivers are doing while they're going from location to location. Oh, I got him before the floor collapsed that time. Nice. See, it just ate one of my clicks. Right there, it happened. And the other way around, my mice have always been more expensive than my headsets. Default reaction to Amazon. I getcha. No worries. Yeah, one thing that is kind of nice for, you know, if you were an Amazon orderer, customer, all Amazon employees are required to wear gloves. That being said, having been an Amazon employee, I know for a fact that a lot of employees go to the bathroom and do not remove their gloves and then also do not wash their hands because they have their gloves on. So there's some food for thought. Conversely, though, to where a lot of other companies are making hand sanitizer a part of their normal thing on the job, Amazon has always had hand sanitizer. That's always been a thing. So I guess they had that going for them at one point. Yeah, there's like signs everywhere that you're supposed to wash your hands and stuff. And a lot of them do, but being that they're big bathrooms in a heavily populated workplace, I have seen the routine of some of said employees, and it's a little icky. I did put myself on Mythic, right? Yeah. Apparently I'm on fire. Why is it pushing the wrong button? Because I was not paying attention. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we're as an Amazon employee, you're required to wear gloves, and they give you the gloves for free, but you only get one. Where the heck did all this come from? That's new. It ate my click! You only get one pair of gloves a week. And if you really make a stink about needing gloves more often than once a week, eventually they could potentially actually write you up for it. Really? Where is all this stuff coming from? This has never happened before. I've never had stuff follow me in after the fact like that. That's kind of cool. I like it when it does stuff different. Ours was a shared employee customer bathroom at my retail job, and they not wash their hands after was appalling. Yeah. Apparently. Yeah, I found a way to cheat the system. I got gloves every like 3 days or so. I got basically two pairs of gloves every week. And all I'd do is find a different manager. Oh, they're still coming. What the heck? I've never had this happen before. Somehow I apparently just pulled the whole front room. That is so weird. I'd always find a different manager and ask and tell him, you know, hey, I can't find my gloves. I lost them on break, or I left them in the car, or whatever. I'd always make up an excuse. So I'd always get a couple pairs every week. They're still coming. I boo-booed somewhere. Guy's bathroom was cleaner than the girls' one. What are you ladies doing in here? And I don't want to know what your house bathroom looks like. I am popular tonight. They're still coming! What the heck? I used to work at a store in Washington State called Lamont's, and it's kind of like a Mervyn's, JCPenney, Macy's, whatever you have in your part of the world. And I was a janitor there, and yes, the women's bathroom was typically much nastier than the men's. I don't know why. Yes, I guess women have, you know, the extra maintenance of things that they have to deal with, but how that equated to some things I'd rather not talk about on my stream needing cleaned, I really don't know. It was strange. Did I actually loot the last boss? I haven't really been paying attention. I'm just kind of flying blind. I'm curious what's going to happen, because I'm going to go down here, and if those little sluggy things are still following me even down here, that could cause some issues.
The sooner we crush our enemies. Sorka, ensure the peons are keeping pace. My pleasure. Marak.
Yeah, and that was the big thing, is I don't know why it was so hard to clean up after yourself with some of the stuff. It was nasty.
The trains are behind schedule. I think I see the problem. Let's see how well you've trained our soldiers.
They want others to suffer what they do at home. I could honestly see that being a thing. Like, this is people having that mentality of, it's not my house, I don't need to clean it.
Beautiful. Sorka, this isn't a game. Get down there.
If he goes in the toilet, not the floor. Or on the ceiling. I've had to clean toilet paper off the ceiling. Yep. It's what you get paid for. Yeah. I'll admit I kind of used to be that way with stuff. But ever since I did take the janitor job, that mentality went bye-bye real quick. Wow, I did horrible on this fight. You know, I'm gonna go check this guy out. The first time I came in here, I didn't know which way I was supposed to go, so I randomly went this way. And if he's there again, I don't know if he's here all the time or what, but there was a guy back here. I never really figured out who he was or... Oh, he's got a quest. Oh, this is the quest to... Okay. I see what it is. In a lot of the raids, they'll have a guy on Mythic and Heroic difficulty that you can finish a quest and effectively skip like the first wing of a raid. And that's what he's there for. Worst was the, but I pay your salary. Oh, yeah, I get you. Yep. When I was in high school, I worked at a store where I was basically a janitor, but without maintenance. Oh, nice! Wow. I worked at a gas station, and I kind of found that they kept it in the cooler because customers weren't allowed to go into the cooler. They could ask us to like push stuff forward or restock something, but customers weren't allowed in there. And the head boss never went in the cooler because he was a lazy schmuck. Oddly enough, he was from Texas. So yeah, he kept his stuff in the cooler. But it wasn't hidden. I didn't find it. He just told me about it. I was like, "Oh, good. That's awesome. Good for you, friend." They kept it in the toilet tank, really? I could kind of see that being a spot where you'd keep it at home, but you gotta figure somebody's gonna go in there eventually. Some people. Alright. Gonna trigger these guys. I'm tired of it. See, but that's kind of my thing. It's such a popular choice for stashes that why would anybody do it? Like if I was a cop looking for a hidden thing, that's probably the first place I'd look.
My work. You interrupted my work. Ekma, you are an embarrassment to your clan. My blade burned too bright.
Figured out what was going on, boss. Didn't believe me until I... Wow. Inside of a plunger. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. My friend in the dorm that I lived in, he figured out that the in the wall toilet roll holder thing was not necessarily screwed in, and that you could just pop it out of the wall, and then he'd put his stuff behind there and then replace it. That was his. Oh, which it, to me seems like a pretty creative spot, honestly. Been farming for about 30 minutes. Got 603 leather, 72 bone, bloodstained bones, 8 tempest highs, and a lot of junk. So how roughly, kind of, sort of, how much would that sell for?
I got what you need.
That last thing? Oh, trinket. $1 billion. So right around 5,500 plus the whatever miscellaneous stuff. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Now, do you have to have for the coarse leather? Do you have to have a max level skinner? Because I do not have a skinner at all. Which I should have anyway, so I should eventually make one. Regardless. Don't think so, and even if you farm so quickly, you get to max fast. Yeah, I was thinking that. Cool. I will definitely have to look into it. Definitely. I think at the very least, because this is the Mythic raid, so I'm almost done with Blackrock Foundry, and then the Pandaland raids go really quick. So after that, I was gonna head over to Unguro and see how that situation played out. Oh, almost forgot my ore. No loot. I get bored so quickly with dungeons and raid. Did, however, enjoy the one in Draenor, Iron Docks. I think the commentary is hilarious. Nice. See, I'm kind of the opposite. Dungeons and raids are my favorite part of the game. And once you learn the routine for doing something like what I'm doing now, it's brainless. I could go through these half asleep and it would be a little slower, but I'd still be able to do everything just fine. So that's pretty much the only reason why I choose to do these. I have heard like there's some mining things other than what you've told me. I've heard that there's some other mining techniques for doing different things. Who had loot? Trash. And I got lucky a couple times, like doing actual Battle for Azeroth mining. One time I had like 3 or 4 stacks of the Molinite ore or whatever it's called. the one that looks like fossilized poop. For some reason the price was super high on the auction house, and I ended up making like 70,000 gold from 3 stacks. It was ridiculous. That only ever happened once, and I think it was by accident. But no, was it 70? It was a lot. I don't remember exactly what it was. I don't think it was 70,000 though. But it was definitely a lot. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. You like them, just not over and over again. Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment in that regard, I think. It's kind of like my version. What? Click the thing. It's kind of like my version of speedrunning. Oh, you are coming over. Oh, there's one. Nope, get closer. Get closer. No, don't repair! Stop it! Bad! This one got sloppy really quick. No, don't repair. Oh, this takes so long on Mythic. Be a good boy and die close.
The machinery is damaged. Keep those scum from sabotaging the furnace.
Just sold 23 course letter for 175 gold. That is after AH took their cut. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Very cool. Get out of my way! Son of a... right now, I am going really slow. So I'm only earning about 4,000 gold an hour, which is ridiculously slow. But this session so far I've made 6,200. And I've been blabbing a lot. So there's that. No, you're in my way! Oh, thank God.
The fury breaks free. Our work will be ruined.
The fury has broken free! Quick, get it under control!
Warlord, we have it under control.
No, you don't.
Small free, but now
No, wrong button.
in the flame that burns at the heart of Blackrock. My fire is extinguished. What happened to my furnace? Where are my guards? Shut these intruders down!
One more boss. So this week I've earned 45,833 gold. And I still have 4 more raids to go. So we'll see. I should get up to 50 before I'm done. So it's about 50,000 a week. But the biggest issue, it's a little awkward doing the raids and the dungeons. Oh, come on, make it. Make it. Make it. Yay. While I'm queuing for other dungeons, like actual my level dungeons, because my bags get full and stuff. And so it's a little inconvenient. So doing some mining while I'm in queue would be nice.
Forward. I will put you in your place. I'll burn you alive. I have to flood the whole foundry. Everyone down.
Oh, here we go. Alright, so that one is done.
Something has spooked one of the Brutusos, sending it into a panic. Oh, this chaos is the last thing the city needs.
Time is money, friend.
I want to go check on my auction room. Actually, no, I'll do it. Never mind. Okay, so from running that dungeon 3 times, I got 7,280 gold. Normally that would take me a little under an hour. It took about an hour and 20 minutes tonight because I've been blabbing. So, Now off to Pandaland. And while I'm on this flight path, to where I need to go, I'm gonna step away for a stretch break. I should have done that an hour ago and didn't. So, refill my tasty beverage, take a stretch, all that fun stuff. Everyone out there should do likewise. I will return. We've got 4 more raids to do, and then I'm gonna go check out the mining in Ongoro and see what that's all about.
Greetings.
So thank you everyone for hanging out with me. I will be back quick like a bunny. See you soon.
This cannot be. The Black Empire itself has invaded the Vale. Act swiftly, before all is lost.
Alrighty, and we are back. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Mucho appreciated. Now these go pretty quick, all things considered.
Need help? Light bless you.
Alright, oh, made my little cheat sheet. I don't remember the names of the ones that I do. Don't really need to do them in any kind of order.
You have the eyes of one who
but
has
some of
traveled
them
much.
are a little more
May the
worthwhile
Red
to
Crate
do
live forever.
than the others.
The terrace was not meant for your kind. A storm approaches. My strength grows. You cannot escape the storm. Your fear will consume
Really?
you.
There's a better order to do those guys in. I need to learn it. Need to learn the whys and hows. I've only done these raids like 3 times now, I think.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
Shall not fear.
Keep it real.
Not belong here. Must be protected. I will catch you.
I thank you, strangers. I have been freed.
Ooh, another pattern. Yep, wake up.
What are you doing here? Go away! Did I? Was I? It was so cloudy.
Yo!
I have to go now.
Hurry back!
Pattern. Sell that.
I have to make the water not cloudy anymore. Will will you help?
Yep. Hurry up. Float on up here, slowpoke. Ta-da! One done. I love that one. It's way too quick. Oh, I gotta remember to sell my stuff before I leave. Because the next one, I think, fills my bags.
I use money, friend.
6 things, still. Every slot counts.
What wisdom do you seek?
This one takes a little bit longer because there's a lot of mindless running around, and I gotta talk to this guy a couple times, and it's a little slower.
The ancient vaults of the kings of Mogoshan.
And he talks a lot.
What might this button do? Look here. It is the history of Xian of the Endless Shadow, a powerful sorcerer who kept the kingdoms in check through terror and darkness. This looks to be the record of Qiang the Merciless, a great conqueror who ruled his vassals with an iron fist. I've heard tales of this one, Subutai the Swift, well known as a masterful archer and genius thief. He stole from the rich and kept everything for himself. What is this? I've heard nothing of this emperor. Meng the Demented? According to these texts, Meng was the most foul and maniacal ruler to ever abuse the imperial throne.
At least he runs to each spot, though. It would be much less pleasant if he just walked. Oh, do I start it? See, I still don't remember everything.
I will crush you in body and spirit. You'll see your mistake soon enough. You have angered the Emperor. The sentence is death. You will. Darkness surrounds me.
A secret passage has opened beneath the platform. This way. Look at the dust along the floor. These dark halls have not seen footfalls for many centuries.
I've not seen footballs.
I hear a faint humming. It is coming from this direction.
He's gotta run from all the way back there.
This room pulses with energy, but feels unlike any we have seen so far. Fascinating. I have never heard tales of anything like this. The Mogul hide their secrets.
I do like the lore of this place, though. I think I talked about this last week when I did these. These are all Titan machines. And the Mogu, the guys that I was just fighting, managed to change them and do work for themselves, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how long the Mogu have been on Azeroth, but they've apparently done some neat things, even though they're bad guys.
What we thought the Mogul were capable of.
Identification matrix mismatch. Unknown entities detected.
Oh dear, this could get messy. I will observe from a safer distance.
Existence ends.
The machine has been destroyed, and so the Mogul's power weakens. These discs
I think last week I figured out I don't need to talk to him again. I could just go to the next spot. So I hope I'm right.
Discs. I must. I see everything clearly now.
I can see clearly now.
It would seem the Moguls salvaged and repurposed ancient Titan technology to advance their empire. We must go. We are not done yet. May the great grain guide your steps.
The Emperor's rage echoes through the hills.
The voice here sounds like the bad guy from Fifth Element.
The Emperor's strength grips this land with fists of iron. The Emperor's courage burns everlasting.
I knew you were gonna say that. I'm trying to remember what the beastie thing's name, what they call it in the movie. couldn't think of it. All done.
It is done then. Yet, how...
Has Gary Oldman been in anything lately? I like him. He's cool. He's a cool guy. I want to say the last role I saw him as was it Commissioner Gordon? Oh, tell it. Alright. Next on the list is part 1 of a 2-parter.
You are most welcome. May you find mastery in your passions.
Bangalore, yes. No. No, the Mangaloreans were the keepers of knowledge. If I remember correctly. Oh wow, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. But I think those were the robot guys that originally kept the fifth element and the stones. And as always, I could be wrong.
We are the extension of our Empress's will.
Now I need to watch it again.
Ours is but to serve in her divine name. Never to question nor to contemplate. We simply act. The chaff of the world tumbles across our doorstep, driven by fear. Her royal storm will whisk them away.
Maybe you are right. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, and I think I'm wrong. Or a couple... I think a few of the names in the movie are similar. But I could be getting one of them mixed up. You will stand firm, says the flying creatures. Sure.
The divine challenges us to face these intruders. And so it falls to us. Her chosen divine chose us to give mortal voice to her divine will. We are but the vessel that enacts her will.
I need to watch that movie again anyway, just because it's my favorite. And you'd think, being my favorite movie, I would know these things. But
Then it shall be so.
it is what it is. Nobody's perfect. Mail of Screaming Secrets. Not sound pleasant. No, get that guy.
Now, if only my students were here to see and learn from the coming display of martial prowess. On your guard, invaders.
I don't get to finish my sentence.
But to have it happen to my own prothorax is ridiculous.
I didn't do any Pandaland content at the time, so I don't know what these bug things are supposed to represent, other than bad guys. Oh, they got me. Got me in their wind. I didn't know they did that. This has never happened before.
Pitiful winged wrath of the Empress! Bring mighty Garalon to us!
Big bug. I never noticed those guys flying up there.
Garalon! Grind their bones to dust! Impossible! Srathik! Sarthik! Karthik! To the top of the terrace!
And that one's done. They're breaking wind. A whole lot of it, too. A whole lot of it. I've never said that's never happened before so many times than tonight. Those weird magma slug things getting aggroed. Those insect guys farting on me. A whole lot of firsts taking place tonight. Nope, don't sell that. See, and that's why I check. And I still tried to sell it. Good to know that it looks like you can't. Nope, see, there was another one. I got 2 pets this time. One I already had. That's that guy. Whose extra feet are in a really weird spot. This guy didn't have before. Oh, he's kind of pretty. Neat. Alright, one more. Is Nightmare of Sakakaka.
Family, friends, food. These are what matter most.
You'll notice this one starts on the terrace where that last boss just was. That's because these are the looking for group raids, which are the big raids split into tiny chunks. I don't need to do them in order, it just hurts my brain if I don't.
The defiance of the Empress ends here! All of Pandaria will fall beneath the wings of the Empress! To die! The wings of the Empress cannot... You will pay for your transgressions!
The place is called Pandaria. It has panda in it. And for some reason these guys think it's theirs, or they're trying to take it or something. I don't know. Did I get another pet? That's not a pet. It's not called Insectopia. It's Pandaland. What? That would have been an interesting. At the proper level. There's a lot of little details in this game that I really appreciate. I don't know if you can see. Okay, so I'm looking at my map, and if you see, because I'm zoomed in, she actually pulls out a map and looks at it. I can't remember when they added that, but I love it. It's just such a tiny little detail they didn't have to do at all, but they added it, and I think it's really clever. You know, I don't know. I honestly don't know who was here first. I don't know the lore, so it would be worth looking into. Oh, right, big man.
What have you done? No, this will not be how my work ends. I will not allow it.
Well, tough toodles, 'cause that's how you die. I like when they're dead and they still do some mechanic of the fight. And then once they, because we're supposed to fight these guys also, the foreigners. Yeah, anyway. It's nice that they added the map. That's a neat feature, but then when stuff like that happens, it's like, okay, come on, you're dead, dude. I mean, if I showed up at your place and start calling it Nautopia and convince all my friends to call it Nautopia, is it not now Nautopia? Who's to say? Majority rules. Seems to be the way things work. Pandas are so much cuter, though. Hey, I'm not done looting. You can just chill. Okay, now you can die.
Who dare challenge my empire?
No more excuses, Empress. Eliminate these cretins, or I will kill you myself.
And we're done. Until they're wet. I don't know why that made me think of Gremlins. I don't know what one has to do with the other. But I read that line and thought Gremlins. Okay. So that's all of them, and I got 10,081 gold. Normally, like I said, all of that would have taken about an hour and a half. So that's not too bad. Okay. Because you're awesome and I did too. Nice. Nice.
You need something? Safe travels.
Okay, so now we are going to head to Ongoro.
This cannot be. The Black Empire itself has invaded the Vale. Act swiftly, before all is lost.
Before all is lost.
Something has spooked one of the Brutosaurs,
All right.
sending it into a panic. Oh, this chaos is the last thing the city needs.
I think this is the quickest way to get there from here. I think. Yeah. More or less, anyway. Beep boop bop boop beep. Big giant sword sticking out of the planet. Gotta fly around that. Alright, so we're looking for thorium ore. Apparently. Sounds right, though. Wonder what the drop rate on these crystals are. Oh wait, this is Ferralis. How did I screw that up? Goro is that way. Oops. The heck is this? I don't know that I've ever been here before. Huh. Neat. Now we're in Ungoro. Yes? No? Wait. So Ferralis. Where am I? How did I get all the way up there? I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. I like how you can see the big giant sword shadow in the distance still. Alright, where am I going? Doesn't feel right. There it is. Ongoro Crater. I assume it's about the same. This spot used to be so easy to mine because flying around in a circle over and over again. It looks like it's about the same, probably. Oh, arcane crystal. Okay. I gotcha. Oh, and actually, while I'm here, this is different. What the heck is this? I don't think I've ever been there either. Huh. There's a spot. I don't know if they're still here. There was a Nintendo reference up in y'all. Is this where it was? Nope. Where did he go? Oh, it's over there. If he's still there. Nope, this isn't the right spot either. Maybe it changed? There was a camp up here somewhere. Back in the day, I thought it was like right here. That might be it over there. No? Yes. Yeah. Pretty sure that's it. I don't want to say what it was until I find out whether or not it's not here anymore. Yeah, this looks right. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, where's he at? Yeah. I don't think he's here anymore. Oh no, he's not here anymore. There used to be a quest to like feed a Kodo dragon thing. Then there was some other archaeology dude hanging out. Yeah, it looks like they're not here anymore. Pretty sure that's where it was. Anyway, okay, so I don't remember for sure. It was definitely a Nintendo reference. I can't remember if the one that was here was the one that was called Lincoln, and he was dressed like Link from Zelda, or there was a dwarf in red overalls. I can't remember what his name was, but he was very clearly meant to be Mario. It was one of those two were like right here. And I don't know if Nintendo finally got on their case and they took it out of the game or what, but I always thought it was the coolest thing. Nice little tribute. I don't think they did anything. Like I don't think they were part of any quest or anything like that. They were just there. And you if you knew um if you knew Mario and you knew Zelda, then you were like, "Oh, that's who those people are supposed to be." You remember Lincoln found him while playing with my bro? Nice. Cool. I'm pretty sure the one that was in this spot was the dwarf dressed like Mario. I can't remember where Lincoln is at. Um, the other one that I really like in the old Dalaran, if you go into the sewer, there is a rat, and I think I've showed this on stream before, but there's a rat talking to 4 turtles, and it very clearly is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reference. I love stuff like that. It could have been. Could have been. I think it was supposed to be Mario. Because I think if you talk to him, he talks about, like, he didn't have a quest, but some of the NPCs, even if they don't have quests, you can still get some sort of dialogue from them. And if I remember right, he said something about being on vacation from his plumbing job. I could be wrong, but that was a long time ago. Oh, did he? Okay, yeah. I remember Lincoln was in a green outfit and had a very clearly Link hat on. But other than that, I don't really remember. That's like the other one that I liked, and I know I've said this on stream before, but the other one that I liked was the first, as a Horde player, the first inn that you get to in the Outlands, in the Burning Crusade expansion. The innkeeper's name is Floyd Pincus. And he's an undead, and when nobody is talking to him, he's basically standing there doing the undead dance, which is essentially headbanging. So he was a rock star. It was cool. So how many arcane crystals do I have? Oh, 1. Well, we'll make a couple rounds. See what we can come up with. Ooze covered thorium vein. How do you get that one? Oh, I ain't going. I would imagine somewhere in World of Warcraft there's a Red Dwarf reference. That seems like something that they would do. I didn't realize until a couple weeks ago, there is a Australian streamer that I watch a lot, and he is primarily a World of Warcraft person, and he actually has, like, he's played World of Warcraft so much and streamed it for so long that he actually has an NPC in the game. Which I think is just awesome. There's a tweet that he has linked on his channel so people can see it. It's his like reaction, and he's this big buff dude that just full of tattoos. His body is like 70% tattooed. And he was after he said, "Yep, I have an NPC in WoW." I cried a little bit. I was like, "Oh, big softy." Oh, totally a good brag. Yeah. Totally. I don't know if there's up here or not. Oh, couple flowers. Figure as long as I'm gathering, I might as well get everything I can. All the extra stuff might not sell for much, but it'll probably sell for a little bit. I don't remember any of these being here before. So weird. I like how it's leveling my mining, because I think I boosted this character also to level 100, so I didn't do early game content with this one, so I never leveled my mining for these zones. Hey, I explored all of Ungoro Crater. Oh, another arcane crystal. Cool, cool. That's the things that I'm looking for. And now we go around again. There was another zone in Wrath of the Lich King, I think, that it was just a big circle. That was always another fun, quick, easy mining spot. Some of the mine spots where you mine, you have to kind of zigzag through the map, and it gets kind of annoying. Nope. Hey, nope, nope, don't fly into the mountain, please. How are you supposed to get that one? Oh. Yeah, I don't know any other streamers that have NPCs in the game like Panda does. But I do know of another story that a guy got an NPC in the game. When Panda Land came out, that was the expansion, I believe, that they introduced leveling by, like what I'm doing right now, picking a flower. You would actually get XP for that. Same thing with mining. And I think it was Panda Land that started. And the guy leveled from 1 to 90 or 100 or whatever. Why did that one disappear? 1 to 90 or 100 or whatever the max level was, strictly by picking flowers. He didn't do any quests. He didn't kill any. Okay, somebody else is mining and they're like right in front of me. Because ore stays for a little bit after it's mined. Okay, I'm catching up. And if they disappear like that, that means somebody else is doing the same thing you're doing and they're right in front of you. Anyway, so he only leveled by picking flowers. And there is now a non-player character in the Pandaland starting area that just goes around picking flowers. And that's supposed to represent him. And I thought that was kind of a neat story also. But man, the patience that guy had to have. Because he didn't leave the starting area. there is nothing going on in the starting area other than picking flowers, I guess. But like that was all he did for 100 levels. You don't get a whole lot of experience from picking flowers. That had to take an extremely long time. God damn it. All right, if that keeps happening, I'm going to stop cuz it's just a waste of my time. Okay, Captain America. But you're right. I should watch my language. Oh, there they are. I just saw somebody fly by. That's probably who's mining as well. That's funny. Yeah, oh, yeah, totally. Like, yep, that was them. So funny. Um, it's something I'd actually like to do. Like, I've been kind of toying with the idea of leveling just by fishing. But every time I think of that idea, I can't remember if you level or get experience from fishing. I think you do. So that's something I could see myself persisting through. Oh, look at that. I'm in front of him. Now if I get far enough ahead, I can start stealing his ore. You rat. I don't think he's also picking flowers though, so he'll probably catch back up again. Where do you think you are, Mixer? I can mine a little bit quicker than them because I'm a druid, so I can turn into my fly form quicker than they can mount. But like I said, I'm also picking flowers, so we're probably about even. Yep, we're about even. See, this, for me, compared to doing dungeons and raids over and over and over and over and over again, this is kind of boring to me. It's very easy. Don't really have to do much to do it, but I cannot do this for hours on end. Dungeons and raids, same one, hour after hour, no problem. I'm weird like that. Alright, we've made basically 2 full rotations. I've got 7 arcane crystals. Let's go until I get a nice even 10. And then go plop them on the auction house and just see how they do. For experimental purposes. You bugger, he took a shortcut. I bet you. Maybe we won't get to 10. The dungeons don't phase out if somebody else does it. I get my own dungeon. Competitive mining. Yeah, it's weird. It's a thing. It's actually a thing. If a zone is mined pretty heavily, you actually have to deal with stuff like that. It's really weird. It's better than it used to be, though, because at least now, you know, there's me and this other person going around here in the same zone. And as you've seen a couple times, we've literally been on the screen at the same time and have gotten the same ore. Like, they just got this one, and now I'm getting this one. In the old game, that's not possible. Once somebody mines an ore, it disappears immediately. Like once it's exhausted or whatever. So the way it is now is much better than it used to be, but there's still the issue of it doesn't exhaust right away, but it will after a short period of time, and there's no way to know that it's going to do that without just mining it and hoping you get it before it disappears. Confused! How you doing? How are things, my friend? You have a cat on your lap, so things are good. I think you mean your cat has a warm chair? Exactly. Poor Mimi, being stuck in the cone of shame right now. She has become so cuddly because she likes having her chin scratched anyway, but since she can't scratch it herself right now, she's all about that, hey, touch me. You need to rub my neck. So there's been times recently where she'll crawl up on my chest and get scratches and then just slowly fall asleep. And yeah, she's been doing it a lot. It's been nice. I enjoy sleeping Mimi. Too warm, still summerish there. Oh, such are the woes of having a cat. It's summertime, it's hot. Stop it. But they're so cute, you can't force them to leave. I think, yeah. I'm just going around in circles. The other person that I'm competing with probably goes out into the middle a little bit because there's like a volcano kind of in the middle, and there's probably ore around it also. But I don't feel like zigzagging right now. Just gonna go around in circles. As I zigzag a little bit. Oh god! That happened. Physics in this game get a little wonky at times. Alright, so there's 10. Let me just go ahead and finish my rotation. We can come up with any more. Yeah. Done with the cooldowns. Port. Got a decent collection of jewels and flowers. But apparently the arcane crystals are the hot item. Alright, good enough. We got 10. Let's go see what they're worth.
Something has spooked one of the Brutusos.
And that didn't take long at all. That was probably
This chaos is the last thing the city
15
needs.
minutes
Help
at the most, maybe.
rescuing the cargo before you get stomped on.
Might have gotten 1 or 2 more had we not been competing with that other person. Hard to say for sure.
Yeah, what do you want?
No items found. Well, they're either in really high demand or not. Let me check. I happen to have a website that can tell me what they generally sell for. Arcane crystal, right? Yeah, arcane crystal. Regionally, potentially about 800 each. Locally, not so much. Let's try sell them for 500 each. See what happens. Go 12 hours. If they happen to sell at that price, great. If not, all good.
shipments coming in soon. I got what you need.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Can I interest you in a payment plan?
Oh, I have a thing on my phone. I think it tells me what the Celsius is. If I can be cool like you guys. Yeah, I lied. Thought it did. Nope, don't have a clue. Never mind. All right. Upper 70s. Oh, okay. That's about where we're at. Right, well, right this second it's 60, 61, 62. But then again, the sun's not up yet, so. Hey, lady, you're not wearing much. Cool glasses, though. Those are cool. I wonder if I have those. All right. I think that's gonna do it for the gold farming for now. I don't want to end the stream just yet, but I think I'm gonna take another stretch break and come back with something a little different. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play some Beat Hazard. So, music when I return. Hang out on the mailbox. That's hopefully where I will be collecting all my big monies when I come back. So, for tonight's gold farming, we made just over 10,000 gold. Not bad. I want to try and get at least 40,000 each week, because that will guarantee that I can pay for the WoW subscription. It's nice and cheap right now, so we're made some good progress. So, yes. I'll give you guys a picture of some kitties while we wait. And I'm going to take that stretch break, get some more beverage, maybe a little bit of a snack, and then when I return, we will play some Beat Hazard with some music stuff. So yeah, let me go ahead and start Steam background, and I will be back shortly. Thank you everybody for watching.